Hi, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. Over 60 and loving it with Yvonne. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know about you, but where we are in this part of the country, we are having some snow. Yes, we are. We're having a winter on this Sunday morning. I hope you and your children, your grandchildren, more than likely can get out and enjoy what's going on out there. There are many children out in the snow playing this morning, and that is such a beautiful sight to see. We don't get it often, but when it comes, we take advantage of it. And also, I would like for you to also take safety precautions and measures while we're having winter weather, because sometimes, even though we get out in it and we let the grandchildren play and the children play in it. Sometimes we're not really watching all the things that could go, forth, like frostbite. So make sure they're covered up very well with hats and jackets that are made for winter, boots and gloves, so they can really enjoy the day. But anyway, I wanted to get on for a few minutes today to talk about how long we can keep certain foods. Now, this is not a video that will go over all of the foods at this particular time, but I did state back at the end of last year that we would discuss how to keep how long to keep, some of our frozen foods. Now, this information that I'm giving you, that I'm sharing with you, look, go to the food and safety um, a part of the government on your computer, and you can surely bring up more than what I will be presenting to you today. So go to the food and safety government page on your computer, and you can pull up so much more on there. And so today we just wanted to talk about how long we could keep certain foods. And today I would like to talk about ground beef, turkey, chicken, any other type of poultry, veal, pork, lamb, and mixtures of them together in a ground or sausage type of meat. So today, let's talk about the ground beef. Ground beef should only be kept in your refrigerator from 1 to 2 days safely. We can keep it if it's frozen properly. That means if you've taken the ground beef out of the original package, and if you have repackaged it, like what I do, I take it and repackage it. I put it in a plastic wrap it up very carefully, very good. And then I take it and take a freezer Ziploc a bag, and then I put it in there and Ziploc it, take all the air out and Ziploc it tightly. You do not need a food processor to take the air out. Once you get the item in the Ziploc, you can just gently press down on it, leave a little bit of the Ziploc open before you close it completely, and you can gently press on it and the air will come out. And you will have a safe pack of ground beef for 3 to 4 months. I would not suggest, and it's not suggesting it by the government, the Food and Safety Government Department, to use it longer than that. And we know the bacteria grows in food, okay? Even if it's processed food, even if it's clean food, there is certain bacteria that grows in the food. So that would be for ground beef. It would also apply for turkey, for chicken, veal, pork, and lamb, and mixtures of them. So in other words, sometimes we take ground chicken, ground lamb, we mix it up, we can make a sausage, or any type of meat that we combine together in the ground form, like ground beef. You mix that up. It's only good for the same length of time, 1 to 2 days in the refrigerator and 3 to 4 months in the freezer. And the best way that I see to do this, what I've learned over the time, is to, when I buy my meat from the meat market, is to bring it home, clean it. Okay. Now, some people don't recommend that you clean your meat like chicken and turkey and steaks and things of that nature, that it gets more contaminated. But I've been eating it for years and I have never gotten sick from cleaning my chicken, my lamb chops, my steak. So I wouldn't advise that for ground beef, okay, or any type of ground product. But I always wash my meats. Okay, there are professionals that say you don't have to, but I do. So okay, that came from Yvonne. Okay, so let's talk about steaks. Steaks are good for 3 to 5 days only in the refrigerator. They're good if they're properly packaged and frozen 4 to 12 months in the freezer. Now, this would be a good meat if you caught it on sale, if you can catch it on sale, if you buy it, pre-package it, prepare it like I said, take it out, clean it very well, repackage it in some plastic wrap or some foil, and then put it in a safe freezer Ziploc bag. That steak will last up to 4 to 12 months. Also, chops, pork chops, lamb chops, 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator, 4 to 12 months in the freezer. Your roast, okay, your chuck roast, your beef roast, your pork roast, 3 to 5 days only in the refrigerator, and 4 to 12 months in the freezer. Again, bring it home, repackage it, put it in a proper freezer Ziploc bag, seal it properly, take the air out, and you will have fresh roast for up to 4 to 12 months. That's a good deal. One thing you want to do, you want to check your meats even if you buy it fresh. If it is sticky, if it is slimy, if it is discolored from what you know that particular cut of meat is supposed to be like, get rid of it. If it has a smelly smell, a must type of smell, and it's sticky, then you want to take it back to the grocery store immediately. That's why I suggest when you buy your meat, if you're not going to prepare it immediately for consumption, that you take it, clean it up, prepare it, and freeze it for the length of time that meat can be stored in the freezer. Okay, let's talk about uncured meats. Okay, they have uncured ham, uncured like salt pork and pork products and things of that nature. That can last 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator and 6 months only in the freezer. Again, you want to package it properly. Okay, now let's talk about fish. Let's talk about the type of fish like catfish, mullet, mackerel, salmon, and tuna. The most length of time that you're going to get on some fresh meat, some fresh fish, is 2 to 3 months in the freezer. I know. I've caught it on sale and bought packs of it. But then when you take it out, it has that fishy smell and it's kind of sticky. That is no good. Get rid of it immediately. Okay. Now, for your lean fish like pollock, ocean perch, rockfish, sea trout, that lasts for 4 to 8 months if it is properly prepared and put into the freezer. Okay. Fresh crab meat, 2 to 4 days in the refrigerator, 2 to 4 months in the freezer. Again, you want to properly prepare it to freeze. Fresh lobster, 2 to 4 days in the refrigerator only. Now, let me tell you something about seafood. Seafood will really deteriorate quick in your refrigerator. So you want to be careful with that. Fresh lobster is good for 2 to 4 days in the refrigerator and 2 to 4 months in the freezer or already pre-frozen. Just say you bought some frozen lobster in the frozen section of the seafood market of your store and you brought it home. That would last 2 to 4 months only. Okay. Live crab or lobster, 1 day. That's it. It's not recommended to try to keep, clean, or freeze. Get rid of it, cook it immediately. Okay. Clams that are live, mussels, oysters, and scallops, 5 to 10 days in the refrigerator. 5 to 10 days. It's not recommended that you freeze them. Now, shrimp, frozen shrimp, and crayfish, okay, they can last 3 to 5 days in the fridge and 6 to 18 months if they're frozen in the original package. Again, going to the seafood center in your grocery store, buying a package of frozen shrimp. I do that all the time. Sometimes it's too expensive for me to get the fresh shrimp, and so I buy the already frozen shrimp that has been prepared. All I have to do is unthaw it and cook it, and it works just fine if it's fresh and it hasn't gone bad. So we can keep that 6 to 18 months. Frozen shrimp and the crawfish, 6 to 18 months in the freezer. That's a good deal. Okay. Um, I just wanted to talk about the basic meats on today because that is something that a lot of us have been doing in this pandemic. We have been buying prepared meats already, and we have been freezing them. And I myself have thrown away some money because I have started preparing and I wasn't pulling that meat forward, and it was deep in the freezer, and I lost that meat and I had to get rid of it. Okay, so let's be careful when we freeze it. Make sure that when you buy more meat that you are preparing to freeze, that you take what is you already have, move that forward, just like your canned goods. You have to move what you currently have forward and put the new in the back. And just like I stated on New Year's, sometimes we're overbuying and we don't even realize it, and we're wasting food. Of course, I'm not here to tell you how to buy, how to prepare, how to cook. These are just nuggets for you if you choose to use them. And I hope that you can get something from this video on today. That's very important. That's some things that I didn't know, because I would take a pack of chicken as long as it looked good and stick it in the freezer, and it would be in there for almost darn near a year. And I'd pull it out and I'd cook it. Fortunately, praise God, we did not get sick off of it. But this is what the government is suggesting for us to do. Now, I know many of you have tried some different things with meat, and you have frozen it, and you might have some other suggestions. If you do, put it down in my comment section. Look, that's all it's going to be for today. If you are in an area where you have snow, enjoy your day, enjoy your family. Just want to get on for a minute in the new year. We will be back with some more videos, and I hope this was informational for you on today. Look, over 60 and loving it with Yvonne. If you like this video, why don't you hit the like button and hit subscribe? Look, you all have a wonderful day, and enjoy this day with your grandkids, with your children, with your nieces and your nephews, with your friends, or with whomever you're spending the day with. It is a beautiful day, even though it is winter weather. Look, you all remember this. For us ladies, age ain't nothing but a number, because the older we get, the more seasoned we get, like wine. Have a blessed day.